Hello, my name is Matt Ward. I'm with Align Production Systems. Today I want to do a little instructions on how to change an air bearing on a single bearing skid. This could apply to our other product lines also with any equipment that has a removable tray. On the single bearing skids, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your air supply is off so you have no air going to the skid itself. At that point, when you know your air is off, you can simply remove the quick disconnect. There are two 1/4-20 bolts that hold the skid bearing tray in position. You will need to remove both of them. In some cases, you may want to use a pry bar. There's two finger clip holes here that you can get the bearing tray started, and it will then at that point slide out. Once you've removed the air bearing and its tray, you can change it by completing the following. You will remove the flathead bolt that retains the bearing to the tray. The attachment consists of a 3/8/16 flathead bolt, a large washer, and a smaller washer. Once the bearing is off, we also have what's called an inlet seal. The inlet seal is reusable if it is not damaged. At any point in time you change the bearing, though, you would want to inspect the inlet seal for tears or rips. The inlet seal is nothing more than a small version of an air bearing. To inspect it, you'll just want to make sure that it hasn't separated at its point of bonding to its back. It consists of a threaded inlet and an O-ring for sealing against the bearing. Once you have your new air bearing and you're ready to put it on the tray, you would just reverse the steps of removal by inserting the inlet seal into the bearing back. When reinstalling the washers, you want to make sure that you put the large washer on first, the smaller washer with the countersink up, and you can snug that up. The reason I'm only going to snug that is you'll want to be able to pivot the bearing to get proper alignment of your inlet seal. Once that has happened, you can continue tightening. This you do want snug so that the diaphragm does not slip from underneath the washers. Once that is completed, your bearing is ready to be reinstalled. You'll also want to make sure that you reinstall the 1/4-20 bolts to keep the bearing tray from shifting or sliding out of its position when operating. At that point in time, you would be ready to reconnect your hose and you would be back in operation.